mate, I think if someone had sat me down and told me everything I'd have to go through to get to this point, I think I would have dive bombed to Mars. Like, sitting here now is amazing. I'm so glad that I took this journey, but I'm so glad that I was blind to a lot of the tasks and challenges.
You know, he's a young rider. Joe's like, he hasn't hit his peak yet. He's not an old rider who's decided to like then set up a team. You know, last year he was kind of in this place where he was, you know, still progressing. I was looking forward to seeing that. So to suddenly see him just go, oh, like I want a team. I want my own team. Was super interested. We got the green light on the Wednesday, and 3 days later, after a few conversations, we're booking flights out to America to start the team camp.
Iced out pendant, Jesus, iced out cross, missed out on church last weekend. Iced to his chin, now the charges pending. Know that I'ma sin, Lord forgiveness. I'ma go to church next Christmas. I remember that Thanksgiving when we was eating church's chickens. Now ain't that something? It made me who I am. I don't take back shit, bitch. So ungrateful. Remember who raised you. Don't bite the hand that feed you. Be the same hand that pays you. So ungrateful. I'ma make these boys act thankful. Like they forget that they need you. Most of these hoes are faithful. So ungrateful.
Obviously it's a new position to actually be able to steer the direction of the team. I've been on many programs, professional programs throughout my career, and I've kind of taken what I believe to be the pros and cons of each team, and it's just so cool to be in a position now where I can drive it in the direction that I want.
So yeah, with Ryder coming into Intense, you know, when he was, 13, with just hopes of, making some progress and learning downhill, everybody was pretty excited about, the next generation.
It's way more gratifying to find some young kids and help them grow up, and give them a chance, especially there's so many kids out there that you feel like, you look at them and talk to them and go, man, I really want to make this kid a champion. And so it's kind of a goal to see if you're going to accomplish that,
Rider list that was given to me before I even started working for the team is another huge reason why I wanted to be involved. Like, number one, it was awesome, both from where they are in their life and where they are in their career.
I think he picked people on their personality as well as what they bring to the team. So I think that's pretty rare. I'm all about the people as well, like people first and then what people bring after.
And the view is to, create future champions.
From West with a car full of ganja, full of ganja.
As usual, coming pre-race season, it's always a little bit tight. But we pulled it together. Raw frames had to be painted. Did that over the weekend. The 4 frames for the initial practice bikes for the team. Actually painted them at my shop at my house. The Intense Red, of course. Got the frames here. The paint was still a little tacky, and we're assembling these things. So the two Johns, John Hall and John Short, were in there pretty much from day one, flat out, getting the bikes built up.
I was just keen to meet the team and kind of suss out, who everyone is, what we're doing, how the team dynamic works, and and then also get to know the bikes too.
Well, I'm desperate to play with things on the bike, but the bike feels unreal already.
It's just great for mechanics to get some actual numbers, I guess, so we can really see exactly what the suspension's doing. And then I guess just start to build up an understanding of how numbers relate to the rider's feedback.
Some actual way, shape or form, we are 2 hours away from Fort William, first round of the World Cup, and I feel like we can actually breathe at this point, to be fair.
Fort William's all about average speed. You brake in the wrong point or brake too much in a section and it runs over.
More animated, we need animation. That'll do. I think it's mad we're even here right now. Well, I think the team started only a few months ago and already we're at the first World Cup.
It's hard to take a minute to take it in. I'm trying my best to finally sit back and appreciate what we've achieved over the last 6 months to get to this point. First track walk of the year. First track walk with the new squad. There, sprint the first bit and then go into a pump and then just speed tap. Most people. I think it looks really good. I think it looks extremely fast. Fast as it's ever been. I know last year they made a load of changes to put some nice corners in rather than really awkward sort of rough techy ones. And it seems like they've done that even more again. So I think we will have, if the wind plays ball, the fastest foot we've ever seen.
I think Lou is a dark horse. I think she could turn out of nowhere and fucking win one of these things.
She's super cool to be around and she's really good on a bike too.
Lou, home race, 4th world champs here last year. So yeah, it's like a lot of pressure, home race, first race for the new team. But yeah, we're here to support her through it and see how she goes.
Everyone's just instantly family. It's not really everyone's easygoing, there's no crazy personalities. Everyone's got their quirks, but it kind of just adds to the team.
But Ryder comes across just as the most chilled out dude you're ever going to meet. Summarised with the southern kind of Californian spirit.
He's such a big chillo.
I think you sometimes wish he was a rapper. You'll probably see, big chain swinging in all his clips, hands off, steez. So he brings a bit of steez to the team, bit of a bad attitude, raw, straight out of California. Yeah, he's a great guy.
He lives off sugar, sugar and sugar. He basically, Frosties for breakfast, maybe a Diet Coke or a Dr. Pepper, and then burgers and chips for dinner and lunch. Done.
His dad's obviously a legend, or Randy, and it's just kind of carefree. Shit happens, move on, no big reaction, and here for a good time.
Personally, I hate how he makes me train, but I think it's really good that he does, because if he didn't, I probably wouldn't do it. He's been in the mountain biking industry forever, just knows everybody. A lot of people know him from the past. Actually, Greg Menard's first year was his last year, so if he's in it for a couple more years, we'd both be racing him. I think it'd be pretty sick. My first junior race, just excited to see how it goes.
The atmosphere of the team is 10 out of 10. You can't beat it.
It always feels like quite a long wait, doesn't it, until this moment, and then bang, we're in.
Let's take a trip, but not of the physical. Sense of direction on a key to statistical. Through a gallery of sorts, of course it's dope. Playing tough like the name I'm a rope. Watching me worry, status biblical boys. A musical massacre of inadequate noise by the new authority. Cause the majority of peers who hear will award superiority to those who know you knew. Now it's inevitable. I laid the track and it's simply unforgettable. Time has told me better.
I forgot to turn my shock off lockout. The clip was a bit loose, that's why.
Yet another one. Take it to the everyday like it's done the sun. Words connected up to another degree. And I'm the artist who painted this portrait of a masterpiece. It's unquestionable. The lyric to the DOC's a professional. Nothing explicit to prohibit you from listening up. Crisp and clean. But I don't mean 7 up. Rather stylistic, but don't be frantic or panic.
time training's just started this afternoon. Oscar and Lou have both gone into P1, which is absolutely awesome. Not a lot to read into at the moment, but definitely a positive start for the week.
Nothing too major at all with the bike, just got pretty hot actually, so all I was really doing was letting air out the tyres.
I would love some rain, honestly. Like the top section's really changed from this morning, and now it's got like loads of rocks, really dusty, and like I think some rain will really like keep that down.
You gotta get rid of the old blood, with the new.
I can't feel my hand right now, and then watch this. Just all the blood goes into it. It feels great. Pretty good first sector, and then second one, had to stop because caught some people. Third one, pretty good too, and then fourth and fifth he said don't worry about because they messed those up, I guess, right? Yeah, I guess I'm just fast. My splits were good, but my second one I kept getting stopped, so that one doesn't really count, but everything else is good. Look at them studying lines.
Oh my god. Well, we're in a good place, yeah. Some riders didn't manage to finish their second timed run, mainly because they caught people up and stuff like that, so I suppose you could see that as a positive. We're in the fight, in the right place, and ready for a good weekend ahead of us.
Head in the clouds, I'm feeling at peace right now. I don't wanna come back down. I'm checking out. I'll never get over you. I'll never get over you.
So today is effectively called Quali Day, but this year we've also got semi-finals on the day, so it's it makes finals tomorrow actually a less busy day, and today a sort of more busy day, like committing to their lines, getting comfortable, and then getting ready to qualify. In simple, they kind of got to get through to tomorrow. You know, like that's, yes, there's points for semi for the elite riders, but for the juniors, get in the top 25, and you're here ready to race on Sunday.
There's so many holes coming out, like they're all dark black holes. You just search for the dark black holes and see if you can pick either up and over them or just to the side of them. Or it's getting technical out there. You can't just ride one smooth line. You've got to be creative. So that kind of suits my style. The more technical, the better. So yeah, I'm keen.
Griffith from Intense Factory Racing. The Brit was the fastest at split 2, but he's dropped some time here at split 3 and 4.
Garrett Lawrence, the American, is only 6 seconds off the group. Paul Arlene, and that can place him top 4.
The youth, the young American has just turned up and punched it into the top 10, so I'm buzzing. I was ready to send him home back to America crying, so yeah, to see him up there has been amazing. And, he says that it was a wild ride, so maybe we just got to make sure we do another one of those tomorrow for the finals.
Dude, that was gnarly. I was all over the place. Yeah? That was everything I had. It wasn't very smart, but just started checking my phone, looking at all this, like the times that I already gone through. And I was psyching myself out, like, because I seen all the crazy times, and off my GoPro is like it showed like a 240 or something. So I was like, oh, no way I'm making it. So I was kind of hungry at the top, and they didn't have very many options that I was liking. So I got mac and cheese and fries. I just went all out and got top 10. I was stoked.
Very slow at the top of the finish, he comes down. I should have had hair off, but even
than that, like, it's not the reason.
Into semis, I forgot to pack some tear-offs. Not forgot, more so just didn't really have time. I mean, I should have done, it was a terrible mistake. But it wasn't on the priority list because I didn't think it was going to rain. And then I got rained on and was fighting, you know, trying to see through my lens the whole way down, and to come 0.9 seconds off. So finals today is like absolutely gutting. I think I just need to learn like the balance between my sort of ownership roles and my rider roles, and you know, there's a time and a place to talk to sponsors, there's a time and a place to help other riders, to get involved with the team and helping it operate, and there's a time and place where I need to just put everything else aside and focus on myself.
Rido's representing for Intense Factory Racing this morning, and he is buzzing.
Make sure she no stressing anytime she wanna ride. Man, I know there's people that for me and they look up to I ain't talking Uber, come take a trip in my mind. Don't trip. It's just me, myself, and I.
Yeah, for him this morning it's kind of vibe stuff. You know, he's vibes and moral support really, especially for Ryder. You know, he feeds off like good energy, he feeds off having a laugh.
Get some mac and cheese at the top.
The Americans love the sugar and carbs, so let them go for it. Let's go. Go right now. Off goes Jet for the 450 main.
I start to the back. I lay down the blueprint and then don't turn to the map. So well, when I gave you diamonds and pearls, please concern and consider I gave you the world. I gave you the whole that platforms on how used to fail. When the money microphones, it's okay, I wish you well. Take away the theatricals, it was gonna be there with all nights.
Never been this nervous for someone I'm not related to.
I guess it's just one of those nights. Lay my head back on this pillow, reflect on my life. Close my eyes, yeah. I travel through time. I can feel the rise, yeah. Memories get me high. Memories get me high.
Amazing, yeah. I mean, he's not over the moon, but I think he should be. Like, he's guaranteed worst top 15. I think he's probably got top 10. First ever World Cup, 2 super consistent runs. First time in Europe, like, you've got to be happy with that, haven't you?
Way less stressed than I was yesterday because I knew I didn't have to qualify or anything. I just had to get down the mountain fine. I was pretty stoked, but I was hoping to roll into #1. But yeah, first World Cup, I'm super stoked.
Another Grammy, took her out of Lexus, gave her text, but now she fine. Make sure she no stressing anytime she wanna ride. Man, I know there's people that for me and they look up to I ain't talking Uber, come take a trip in my mind.
Team vibe is absolutely insane. Like, that race at Fort Bill demonstrated how supportive everyone is, the fact that they're all so driven and really want to make this thing work. So we now go into these next races where there's quite a few back to back, and yeah, it's just going to be really exciting to see what we can do and keep building on the platform that we've had in Fort William.
Memories get me